I am the queen of the Phoenix clan, but during the Great Beast War, someone ambushed me and broke my hands and feet. I became a sinner. Adrian saved me, but 8 times. Every single baby I gave birth to was born dead. However, as I walked down the hallway, I accidentally heard a conversation between Adrian and—
You ordered someone to ambush Grace. You also used medicine to end her 8 past pregnancies, and you used those babies to help Miss Chloe fix her face!
But Chloe is going to the lava hell in a few days. She wants a fan made from your tail feathers.
But Adrian lost all his patience. This torture lasted for 6 hours. I lay on the bed alone quietly, but when my hand touched a flower vase, a door suddenly appeared on the wall. The huge secret room was full of paintings of Chloe, told me clearly that he did paint people, but the person he wanted to paint was not me, and only Chloe and I were left in the quiet hall. Chloe smiled, and she picked up a magic ball that held the soul of my people. Right after she spoke, she broke the magic ball with her hands. She even blew up the magic ball you gave me to kill me. But his eyes were cold, and he dragged me all the way to Chloe's bed.
Grace, you hurt Chloe just now. We must take the child out of your belly to save her.
I am the queen of the Phoenix clan, but during the Great Beast War, someone ambushed me and broke my hands and feet. The Phoenix clan lost the war badly, and countless people died. I became a sinner. Right before they could kill me, Adrian saved me. But Adrian did not hate my broken body at all. And he even held a wedding with me in front of the Dragon Empire. Adrian belonged to the Silver Dragon clan, and the only wish of the Dragon clan was to have an heir. But 8 times, every single baby I gave birth to was born dead. When I saw the deep disappointment in Adrian's eyes, I finally used half of my life as a price to get pregnant. However, as I walked down the hallway, I accidentally heard a conversation between Adrian and his servant.
Back then, because Miss Chloe said she wanted to be the Phoenix Queen, you ordered someone to ambush Grace, made her change from a queen into a hated sinner. You also used medicine to end her 8 past pregnancies, and you used those babies to help Miss Chloe fix her face!
It turned out that with my heart the savior was only into someone else's stone. This kind of love was better thrown away. To save this baby, I had to soak in an icy spring that was many degrees below zero for 3 hours every day, and I had to drink countless bowls of bitter medicine. But now, Adrian decided its end with just a few light words.
I already prepared the medicine to end the pregnancy, and I will trick her into drinking it in a few days. Chloe is coming to the key moment of her beast soul awakening, and this child can be made into a life-saving pill for Chloe.
But Grace can never get pregnant again after this. This child is your last bloodline. Do you really not care?
So what? Only a child born by Chloe deserves to be called my heir. I remember you have a secret dark magic recipe. Can you cut out a female beast's womb to make a magic potion? Since Grace cannot have children anymore anyway. Just cut her womb out too to make medicine for Chloe.
This is too cruel. It is one thing to stop her from having the baby, but she belongs to the Phoenix clan. If she loses her womb, will she not become a monster that is neither male nor male or to die?
She will always be my wife, and I will take care of her for life. But the woman I love most is Chloe. For Chloe, I can give up everything.
On the way, the servants looked at me like I was trash. I looked at my bent, weak hands and feet that were like soft noodles, and then I looked at my big glalie. Large tears crashed to the Glennox Queen. Once, I was the most noble and respected Phoenix Queen. After that happened, Adrian swore in front of me wanted to cut the killer into 1,000 pieces to comfort me, but we could not find the killer anywhere in the whole world. It turned out he was the killer. My beast soul, my dignity, and even my 8 dead babies were all gifts he gave to Chloe. Now, he even wanted my life. My eyes were red, and I held my belly tight, swearing that I must save this child.
Grace, why are you crying?
He looked so loving, just like a kind father who wanted his child to arrive.
Is the bad baby inside you hurting you again?
But only I, who heard his talk just now, knew what a scary killer he was.
Okay, rest if you are tired. But Chloe is going to the lava hell in a few days. She wants a fan made from your tail feathers to block the hellfire.
I lifted my head and looked at him in shock. Now I had nothing left. My only dignity was these beautiful tail feathers that showed my Phoenix identity. But now, he wanted to pull out my feathers to please Chloe. I will not give them! My tail feathers are not the only magic items in the world that can stop fire. Adrian, I am still pregnant!
Grace, if Chloe did not fight the demon clan for you back then, I could not save you from the war so easily. She is your savior.
Savior? She was clearly my enemy! But Adrian lost all his patience. He used his dragon claws to drag me out and forced me to change back into my Phoenix form.
Grace, bear with it. It hurts a little. This is to help you pay back your savior, and it will end soon.
Adrian was very cruel, and he did not care about my life at all. This torture lasted for 6 hours, and Adrian took away hundreds of beautiful phoenix tail feathers with satisfaction. When I woke up, there was only one maid in the empty room holding a bowl of medicine. Grace, Lord Adrian specifically ordered you to drink this holy medicine as soon as you wake up. Lord Adrian is truly too good to you. He even gave you such expensive medicine just for plucking a few feathers.
Good to me? The tragedy of my whole life was made by his own hands. Get out! Get the hell out!
I threw the medicine bowl onto the floor and chased the maid out. I lay on the bed alone quietly, but when my hand touched a flower vase, a door suddenly appeared on the wall. I held onto the wall and walked inside slowly. I lifted my head and froze on the spot. The huge secret room was full of paintings of Chloe. Adrian had walked with me through the whole castle before, but I had never seen this secret room in front of me. Adrian was very good at painting, but he had one rule. He never painted living people. On our wedding day, I held his arm and acted sweet, begging him to paint a picture of me, but he refused without hesitation.
Grace, you know my rule. I never paint living people.
But now, this secret room full of loving paintings told me clearly that he did paint people, but the person he wanted to paint was not me. I closed my eyes and crushed the magic sound stone in my hand. Your Majesty, I know a fatal weakness that can completely ruin Adrian and strip him of his lord title. Are you interested in a deal? My only condition is to keep my baby safe. When I heard the sure answer from the other side, I slid down hard against the wall and sat on the floor. I put the secret room back to normal and walked back to my bedroom. Just as I reached the door, the maid told me that Adrian was back. Chloe wore armor and sat in the seat that belonged to me, while Adrian looked at her with love in his eyes.
Grace, can you not learn from me and do something good for our country? Stop sitting around like a pig just to have babies. Your broken body is a total shame to us high beasts.
Okay, Chloe, do not get too upset. Take care of your body.
Adrian gently held Chloe's hand, then ordered someone to bring out a table full of divine weapons.
When you go to war in a few days, take these weapons. Use one and throw it away. You can kill those enemies just by throwing things at them.
I stared hard at those trays. Many of these items were things I gave to Adrian to keep safe before. They were the items of my dead people, and some even held the souls of my clan. When Adrian saw me looking, he pressed his lips together.
Grace, you are a disabled woman now anyway, so it is better to give them to Chloe.
Lord Gerald is outside wanting to see you.
After he spoke, someone called him away, and only Chloe and I were left in the quiet hall. She walked over and poked my round belly. Grace, your babies truly are the mix of phoenix and dragon. If I did not have them, how could I get stronger so fast?
You monster!
How long do you think this one in your desk can stay? Let me tell you, I am pregnant. Adrian already promised me that my child will take all his titles army later, and your child only deserves to be my stepping stone.
I will leave! Please, just let me go!
Chloe smiled, and she picked up a magic ball that held the soul of my people.
That is not for me to decide. That depends on Adrian.
Right after she spoke, she broke the magic ball with her hands right in front of me. Adrian ran back into the room fast and hid Chloe in his arms. But the exploding item hit me hard, and I fell far away. But Chloe, who was safe in Adrian's arms, Bright blood flowed from many small cuts on my body. Chloe pointed to a small cut on her hand and cried,
Adrian, Grace said I stole her life. She even blew up the magic ball you gave me to kill me. It hurts so much.
I know Grace is jealous of me, so do not blame her. As she spoke, she took a step back and passed out. Adrian did not even look at me as I lay in a pool of blood, and he carried Chloe away. However, after I tried hard to crawl to my feet, Adrian came back. I thought he came back to care about me, but his eyes were cold, and he dragged me all the way to Chloe's bed.
Grace, you hurt Chloe just now, and she is badly hurt. Now we must take the child out of your belly to save her.
When I heard these words, my face went white, and I tried hard to explain. But Adrian always trusted Chloe completely, and even though he knew I had no magic power at all, he did not care. My body was broken by him long ago, so I did not even have the strength to run away. I could only try hard to protect my belly and beg him again and again.
Adrian, no! I cannot lose this child! I was wrong! If you just save my child, I will kneel down and say sorry to Chloe!
Grace, if you do wrong things, you must pay the price. Chloe is your savior, besides you lost your pregnancy 8 times before. This only shows you do not deserve to have kids anyway.
Adrian, why did I lose those 8 babies? Do you dare to tell the truth? And back then in the war, why did someone suddenly ambush me?
Because you were too weak, of course. You had so many enemies back then.
Adrian's face was cold. He forced my mouth open and made me drink a bowl of dark red juice.
Is it not normal to get ambushed in war?
As I coughed, I only felt that the medicine was very bitter and smelled like heavy blood. But soon, I did not even have the strength to cough. The heavy pain in my lower belly made it impossible to stand.
Adrian, if the child dies inside, the medicine will not work.
The next second, Adrian walked to my side and used a strong magic lock on me. He took out a sharp magic knife, and he cut the grown baby and the womb out of me while I was still alive.